What's up, everybody? This is SheLovesThee with SheLovesThee podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Listen, y'all, I have some breaking news. So, apparently, Liz Martino has entered the transfer portal. Yes, you heard that right. Liz Martino, the guard for Jackson State Tigers women's basketball team, has entered the transfer portal. This news broke, of course, on the Clarion Ledger. They published an article, and now that particular article has also been posted by Yahoo Sports. And I'm just going to quickly share that with you, and then we'll talk a little bit about it. So it says that Liz Martino, a guard on the Jackson State women's basketball team, has entered the transfer portal. The Jackson State women's basketball team left Monday for a WNIT game for tomorrow, of course. On the same day, Martino posted on Instagram a video of her in Florida. Jackson State won its fourth consecutive Southwestern Athletic Conference regular season title this year. JSU lost a heartbreaker to Southern 65-64 in the Cricket SWAC Championship Friday. Martino, a junior, played in 29 games this season, started 18. She had a season high of 22 points against Missouri on December 11th of 2022, and she averaged 7.5 points in nearly 25 minutes per game. So this was very interesting that she did enter the transfer portal. And the reason for that is because everything seemed all good at the SWAC championship. And I'm going to play that clip of Liz Martino and Coach Reed talking about the SWAC championship and how emotional it was for her. Let's see if we can play that particular. Y'all bear with me. Let me pull it up. This is actually like surprising that at this particular time that she decided to go into the transfer portal, just because right before the SWAC championship and right directly after, she seemed excited about it. So let's go ahead and listen into what they had to say regarding the SWAC championship.
Some of her players, though, were newly introduced to JSU's dominating success a couple weeks ago. Freshmen on the team and transfers like Liz Martino watched while their teammates got their 2022 conference championship rings at halftime against Texas Southern. 2 days later against Prairie View, the junior, who has played in every game this season, joined in with her teammates to cut down the nets after securing her first ever regular season conference title.
My transfers, Elizabeth Martino, she hugged me and she was just crying. We couldn't take a perfect picture because every picture was me holding her while she was crying. And she said, "Coach, we got our first championship." And so she was really proud of that moment. And I told her, she said, "You gave me." I said, "No, you gave me, another championship."
That was just right before the SWAC championship and then the SWAC championship. So it seemed like she was going to be a part of, the team for a while. I did a little excerpt on Liz Martino right before the SWAC tournament. And basically, I highlighted the importance for Liz to get back to shooting 3-pointers and to being effective at the free throw line. No, this last half of the season, her stats were noticeably reduced. So she versus Southern, she didn't get any points or free throws. Versus Grambling, she played for 21 minutes. She only had 3 points and 2 rebounds. She did have 3 steals, which were really big steals. And Versus Valley, she played for 13 minutes, didn't have any points. Versus UAPB, she played for 14 minutes and only had 2 points. And versus Prairie View at home, she played for 21 minutes and had 8 points. So, you know, things change. And I personally am upset to see her go and wish her nothing but the best. One thing that Coach Reed knows how to do is she knows how to effectively build a team. And so we were in a semi rebuild this year, which we lost some players. And now we're in a super rebuild for the next season coming up. We're going to be in a super rebuild because we, of course, lose Jariah Covington, Deja Woodard, Angel Jackson. We just lost Liz Martino, of course. I'm not sure if Daphne has another year, but it does say that she was a part of senior night. So it'll be interesting to see. But we're in a semi-build this year, and we still took the SWAC championship. We only lost one SWAC game out of all of the games. So it'll be interesting to see this rebuild and how Coach Reed effectively gets us back to championship status once again. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about Liz Martino entering the transfer portal and where do you think she'll go. And thank you for tuning into my podcast. Like and subscribe for more great content. Early on in her career at Jackson State, phenomenal player, added a lot of defensive and offensive with regard to steals, and her 3-point shooting was effective. And then later on towards the end of it, we do see that there was a shift in her efficiency. So in her game versus Southern, she had 0 points. Versus Grambling, 3 points. Versus Valley, 0 points. Versus UAPB, 2 points. Versus Prairie View, 8 points. After our loss to Prairie View, we did see that there was a change in that starting lineup. So I'm not really sure what contributed to her decision. I know on my platform, I continuously talked about the importance of her getting back to shooting 3-pointers and getting to the free throw line, and how that would be paramount in not only the SWAC championship and the SWAC tournament, but also in the event that we were going to go to the NCAA tournament. So it's interesting to see that she has decided to effectively enter into the transfer portal. Of course, we're going to wait for that final announcement. But what do you guys think? I think it's definitely a loss to the team just because she's a junior. So she did have the chance to, redeem herself. But if we look at her field goal percentage over time, it just got worse and worse and worse. And so I don't know if maybe no longer starting had something to do with her entering the transfer portal. I do know that there are a lot of players that are actually graduating that will no longer be there. Angel Jackson, Jariah Covington, they at least were there for senior day. So there's going to be some rebuilding that goes on and takes place. And I'm sure that Coach Reed does plan on making some adjustments after this loss at the SWAC tournament. So, of course, let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Yeah, 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 D, I love, yeah, yeah, yeah.